Hey guys, Will from Project BRZ here. Got a massive grin on my face today because I'm finally able to do the driving video with the Kraftwerks Supercharger kit. I know it's been, I think, what's it been, about 5 months now since I installed it, and I just haven't had a chance due to various little niggles with the system and stuff. We had an oil leak on the oil cooler, which hopefully is now fixed. But yeah, everything's pretty much done mechanically now, and so I thought I'd jump in and give you a bit of a demonstration of what it's like. Now, I haven't actually pushed it myself yet either. I've done quite a few kilometers just driving around to and from various different workshops, but I haven't pushed the car because of all the little issues that we had. So I'm gonna have you in the car with me the very first time I kind of put my foot down and see what happens. So hopefully nothing breaks. So we're just sitting at some traffic lights now, but what I can tell you just from the get-go is driving it, it's completely transformed the car, as you would expect with double the power. But yeah, it's an interesting car to drive now. Like it's lively, it's active, it does all sorts of race car noises and stuff. But it's more difficult to drive, that's for sure. The throttle response is quite touchy now, which I expected with the Supercharger. It's not too bad. Like it's not, you know, it's not annoying or anything, but you can definitely, like, you get that kind of V8 power impression. Like you can feel the power under your foot all the time now, whereas before you'd kind of put your foot down and you'd wait. But now you can really feel it. So that's really cool. But it also means that you have to adjust your driving style a little bit as well. And like that's all the time. Even if you're just driving around in traffic and stuff, you can just feel that power there, which is really cool. So but we're just pulling out onto a road now where hopefully I can give it a little bit. So put our foot down and yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you can feel it, sort of like you can feel the boost there up to about 4,000 RPM, and then once it hits high boost with the Supercharger, obviously with the Supercharger the boost is increasing the more RPMs you're doing. So you get more and more power the more you rev it. But once I got over about 4,500 RPM there, it just launched straight to 7. That was crazy. Definitely gonna have to be very careful driving it in the wet, but you can see I'm giggling like a little schoolgirl at the moment. That was crazy. That's it felt more powerful than my old WRX did then, which I didn't expect. That was intense. So yeah, you can really feel that power there all the time. It's awesome. Oh man, this is amazing. This is the way the car should have been from factory. Oh, it's like it's been like, what's it been, a year and a half now since I bought the car, and I've been waiting for this even longer than that because I ordered the car in November of 2013, so it's been almost 2 years that I've been waiting to do this video. I'm just really excited. But yeah, oh man, this car's perfect now. Yeah, it's like it feels like a turbo car to drive. Like it really, like you get that real power increase as you rev it, but it's just nice to have that low down power as well. And the thing that I really like is that it makes all of the noises as well. So you've got the Supercharger whine, which isn't too loud, but you've also got the like you can hear a bit of a flutter when you lift off through the plumb back blow-off valve and everything. You can hear the reverberation inside the system. So yeah, it's funny. You get kind of like, you get the turbo noises and you get the Supercharger noises. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Oh, it's just such an amazing car to drive now. I hope that everybody that owns a BRZ or an 86 or an FRS gets the opportunity to drive one that's been boosted, because it really is an experience. It's yeah, it makes me so glad that I did it, and it makes me kind of disappointed that I waited so long. But I'm also like, I'm glad that I waited so long to get it boosted as well, because there were a lot of advancements in that time. Like when I first ordered the car and I was first researching, it was basically AVO Turbo or Sprintex in Australia were the only two real, you know, common options. I think the full-blown turbo kit was out, but you had to import it privately, that kind of thing. So I'm glad that I waited, because it meant that I could get exactly what I wanted. But yeah, it's certainly certainly makes me feel like I wasted time driving it around naturally aspirated, that's for sure. We've got a bit of a stretch here, so I'll give it. Only up to the speed limit then, but it just feels so cool to have that much power again. And just the all the noises that it makes, it's just, I love it. Absolutely love it. I'll do it again here. So good. Alright, the road's opened out a little bit now, so I'll give it a squirt again. Love the induction sound too. Like, it sounds really purposeful without being obnoxiously loud, which I love. Have to be very careful on the throttle though. With the low down power and torque, it's very easy to kind of light up the back a little bit. There was a little bit of wet road before and I felt it sort of start to snake a little bit. But the other cool thing is that the traction control still works like it did from factory as well. Like, it's not, I've been in one other 86 that was making a lot more power than this. It was making close to 300 kilowatts, and kind of like you put your foot down and the traction control just came on and kind of everything just went crazy. So like, it was insanely fast, but you kind of had to drive it with traction control switched off, otherwise you lost all your power to traction control. So whereas this it seems to be really nicely balanced. And again, I suppose Tunehouse have probably tuned the traction control a little bit to suit more power as well. I know there are parameters that you can tune with the traction control on Ecotec race ROM, so they've probably done a bit of that. We're just driving up a bit of a hill now, so I'm just in 4th gear, just cruising up this hill, 60 kilometers an hour. And again, like, the car just pulls up the hill. Like, it's just effortless. It's just holding nice and flat. If I put my foot down a bit, it just kind of goes. Yeah, it's perfect. Alright, well I think that's probably enough for this video. I think I've given you a good impression of what it's like to drive the car. Hopefully I haven't rambled on too much, but I'm pretty excited about it. So what I'll be doing from this point on is I'll try to make more frequent videos just with driving experiences. I'm going to try and get out to a whole bunch of car meets and stuff, do a bit more photography and video stuff in general. Things have been crazy the last few months with a new baby and everything, but now that things are settling down at home, I should have a lot more time to get out driving this thing. And I'm certainly feeling motivated to do so now. So I'll sign off for now. So thanks for watching as always. If you found the video interesting, entertaining, useful, informative, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/projectbrzoz. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.